Hi, I'm Dr. Jarita. I'm going to give Facebook a few seconds, few minutes to give people a notification and let them know that I'm on. So today we're going to be talking about getting ready for a telemedicine visit. What are the things that you need? What are the things that you need to have prepared or with you before you start a telemedicine or a video visit? So telemedicine video or telemedicine visits have been available for a long time, but because of coronavirus or COVID-19, telemedicine visits are now getting paid for and reimbursed by insurance companies. They're loosening the restrictions and allowing doctors to perform these visits more often. As a matter of fact, it's the preferred method of visits, according to most insurance companies and most healthcare organizations, to prevent people from getting exposed to coronavirus. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. For those people who don't know me, I'm Dr. Jarita Higgins. I'm a board certified family physician, and I will be rejoining Rodox, a telemedicine company, pretty soon in the next coming weeks, and I'll be making an announcement about that when people in Maryland and DC can sign on and have a video visit with me. And Rodox is across the country. So if you're not in Maryland or DC, you can go to rodocs.com, ROWEDOCS.com, to schedule a video visit with another physician in another part of the country. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and get into what you need to get ready for a video visit. So first thing you want to do is make sure that your device is charged. There's nothing worse than starting the video visit or starting the visit with your doctor and realize that your phone is getting ready to die. So you want to check your phone or your tablet or your laptop, whatever it is that you're going to use for the visit, and make sure that it has as much charge as possible. The next thing that you want to do is go onto the platform that you're going to be using. There are tons of telemedicine companies, and most of the platforms have some sort of tutorial that shows you how the visit works, how you get registered, how you sign in, and a little bit about what to expect for the visit. So it's best to go ahead and do that company's tutorial for whatever platform that you're going to be using. And some of them have the option of testing the microphone and the speaker for your device, so you can make sure that there's a good picture and a good sound before your visit starts, so that hopefully you can have less technical difficulties during the visit. The next thing that you want to do is to make sure that you have as much information as possible for the doctor that you're going to be seeing during the video visit. So you want to either have a list of your medicines, or you want to have your medicine bottles lined up so that you can show the doctor what the names or strengths of your prescriptions are. And that's going to include supplements. So let's say you're taking vitamins or minerals, zinc, what have you, elderberry. Don't take elderberry for coronavirus. I'll do a different video about that. But you want to have all your medicines or medicine names available, the strength of it, how many times a day you take it, available and ready to discuss with the doctor that you're seeing during the telemedicine visit. Next thing that you want to have ready is your vital signs. What do the vital signs include? Vital signs include your temperature, your blood pressure, your heart rate. If you're diabetic, that's including your blood sugar. So if you're diabetic, you want to have your blood sugar already checked for that day and ready for the visit. And you probably want to write down a log of your blood sugars. If it's stored in your glucometer or your blood sugar machine, probably want to download that or scroll through it and write down the dates and times of the blood sugars for maybe the past few days or the past week, and have that ready so the doctor can kind of see the pattern of your blood sugars if that's what your visit is about, or just to kind of check up on how your blood sugars are doing. As far as temperatures, it's kind of hard to find a traditional thermometer nowadays. Most of them are digital thermometers, so you want to make sure that you get one of these. This actually is a oral thermometer, the kind that you have to put under your tongue. So if you are dealing with somebody who's elderly and maybe demented, or you're having a visit for a child who might not be able to hold an oral thermometer under your tongue, you might want to consider purchasing the kind of thermometers where you can scan the forehead, or has a temperature probe for the ear, so you can check the person's temperature who you're doing the visit for, your child or elderly parent, before the visit, and not have to try to force them to hold an oral thermometer under their tongue. And if you bought a digital thermometer, please check it and make sure that it has a battery or that it's charged or that you know how it works before the visit. I've had a couple of telemedicine visits with people where they hadn't even taken the thermometer out of the box and they kind of weren't ready for the visit. Like, I kind of need to know your temperature to screen you for coronavirus. Next thing is blood pressure. So probably most of what you'll find in the store is a digital blood pressure cuff. If you have a manual one and there's somebody at home to help you check it, that's fine. But I think this kind is the best for a telemedicine visit because you can do this if you're at home by yourself. Most of them have a cuff that's already Velcro together, so that all you would have to do is kind of loosen it and stick your arm in it and slide it up and put it around your arm. Now, if you haven't bought a blood pressure cuff, I think the one that goes on your arm is more accurate than the wrist ones, because sometimes your blood pressure is going to seem lower on the wrist cuffs than the arm cuff because it's just a smaller body part. And I don't think it really gives you an accurate blood pressure all the time. So you're going to stick your arm in. And then most of them have some kind of designation or mark on the cuff that shows you where the artery line is supposed to be. So this is going to be on the inner part of your arm. So this marking is going to go kind of in the soft spot where your forearm is, where your elbow bends, to make sure that it's on top of the artery where it's checking the blood pressure. And then most of them, you just end up pressing a button and it reads your blood pressure. And then what you want to do while it's reading your blood pressure is not what I'm doing. Don't talk while it's reading your blood pressure. Sometimes it can kind of pick up your voice vibrations and make it seem like your blood pressure is high when it's not. You also want to have your feet flat on the floor so that it gives an accurate reading, and kind of sit still and relax. So this is probably going to be high because I'm talking and moving around and whatnot. But the top number is going to be your systolic blood pressure, and the bottom number is going to be your diastolic blood pressure. And then it's probably going to give a third number that shows your heart rate or your pulse, how many times your heart beats in a minute. So that gives you a ton of information for the doctor. So you got your temperature, your blood pressure, your heart rate, and possibly your blood sugar. Okay. So the next thing that you want to do is to, if you're going to be seeing the doctor for a skin complaint, like a rash or a mole or a sore, you want to take a picture of that before the appointment and have it ready to show the doctor, because you don't necessarily want to be disrobing on the camera or trying to turn around and show your back to the camera if it's something on your backside or between your legs or what have you. So take a picture of that thing that you're trying to show them, and they may even have a spot for you to upload that picture if you've taken a picture of it beforehand. And the other thing you want to do, just really for any doctor's appointment, but especially a telemedicine appointment, the visit is probably going to be shorter than what you're used to. So you want to write down the things that you're concerned about and have your complaints kind of listed out and numbered, so that you're not getting stressed and forgetting what you want to talk about. And by the time you thought about what you want to talk about, the doctor's already gone. So having a list of your complaints is important. So let me run down the list really quickly in case you came on late. You're going to go on the platform that you're using for telemedicine and do the tutorial and check your microphone and your speakers for whatever kind of device you're using for the visit. You want to make sure that your phone is charged so that your phone doesn't cut off in the middle of the visit. Have a list of your medicines or the bottles that your medicines or supplements or vitamins are in ready for the appointment. Take your vital signs, your blood pressure, your heart rate, your blood sugar before the appointment. Take pictures of any skin complaints and have a list of your concerns ready for the appointment. So if you have any questions about telemedicine or coronavirus, or you have a suggestion about what I should do for my next live, just put them in the comments below and I'll circle back and take a look at those and try to answer your questions. If you're interested in telemedicine, you're interested in having a video visit, you can't do it with me quite yet. Maybe in the next couple of weeks, I'll be set up and ready to go for Rodox for those people who live in DC and Maryland. If you don't live in DC and Maryland, I'm not licensed in those places, so you've got to see a doctor that's licensed in those states. You can go on rodocs.com, ROWEDOCS.com, and find a doctor in your area to have a telemedicine visit with. or on Facebook, but I'm also on other platforms. On other platforms, which is Instagram and Facebook. I'm sorry, Instagram and Twitter. I'm at Dr. Jarita, and that's doctor spelled out. So at DoctorJarita at Dr. Jarita on Twitter and Instagram. So follow me there. Put your questions here, and stay tuned for more lives. Thank you.